On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
These love concepts, like I like reading medieval like stories, right? And I like reading a lot of stories of the past. The whole concept of love was never discussed. Everything when they discussed love through their seed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a thing about women loving men or whatever. They understood their purpose. We don't understand our purpose today. So now we subject ourselves to these little simple rhetoric concepts of, oh, I love this and I love this and I love this. But you know what? What about your purpose? But like I said, it's simple, but today's time, it's complicated. That's why everybody confused by something that I said that can nobody really debate that.
But Logic, I understand your example because that's how the West Indian culture is, right? But before the kids, let's say if you're married, right, and you don't have kids yet, but you're going to have kids, you should be the priority over your wife.
Is that what that means? Like, we done here, we did our thing. The kids are off to college, everybody's doing good. Like, we don't got to do this no more.
Yeah. See,
is that how people should be moving around? Because I'm trying to.
No. You're looking at it from a Western civilization standpoint. If you look at every other culture, when they have kids and they grow and they move on, that's when they truly invest in their kids. Do you realize that we the only ones that sit here and we send our kids to school and say fend for yourself? After they finish school, we tell them to fend for yourself. Everywhere else, they say kids go to actually universities to go look at the Jewish community. They send their kids to law school to work in their law firms. They said they already have it labeled out. And if you go to other countries,
they probably own the school, Logic.
There's people like that here in America too.
See how you been.
Honestly, a lot of people don't have the resources to help their kids after college. They really don't. My parents were able to help me, but there's a lot of people I know that didn't. Their parents couldn't even help them with college, let alone after college. Yes, so I mean, socially, economically, I get it. I think more parents would if they could, but a lot of people can barely take care of them themselves.
And that's why we don't have family legacy. We have legacy and not family legacy. Legacy is leaving them money. Legacy is leaving them some property. Family legacy is what you see something like the Trumps. Something was already
passing down the value system. Would you say that, Logic?
Wait, let me finish.
Okay, relax. Don't yell.
What you see in the Trumps, their kids went to school for a purpose. They already, when they was in college, they already knew what they was going into. That's family legacy. And we see it on smaller scales all over the world, that these young men and women know exactly what they're getting into. Everything is already determined. We the only ones that sit here and say, hey, you finished high school, now go figure out what you want to do.
I got this clip I want to add for context. Who is really priority, right? If you're dealing with a man who's purposeful, you could never be his priority. You know why? Because his purpose to himself, to what he got to do, is always going to be first. He's always going to choose the opportunity that's going to advance his career, which trickles down and benefits you if he's his woman over you.
I was right. I said the same thing. I've been saying this for the last 2 years.
Who is he?
I just said the exact same thing earlier today. I literally said that word.
Joey Bad.
Wait, did somebody just say who is Joey Badass?
That was Kayla.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I don't know him either. Sorry.
I literally
know you
said the same thing earlier today.
Like I said, I only know so many people.
Okay.
Give me my credit, man.
Not
because Joey Badass said it, that's like, is that like the stamp?
No, no. The key is the successful men understand it. That's the difference. See, you trying to reduce him to just being Joey Badass, but apparently you're not aware of his accomplishments. And
I'm not. I just said I wasn't.
The successful men, I know, I'm just answering a question.
Okay, cool.
The successful men understand this, and they do not prioritize women. They prioritize what they're supposed to do, and then the women get up under them or they get behind them and they're the beneficiaries of it. Every time.
Okay. Who hasn't spoken on this shit? Q, I see you pulling the mic to your face. Chime in.
Oh, the question, who has more? It's the man. It's very simple.
Okay.
I was trying to understand logics regarding the kids. I really couldn't get it. Because if you're in a relationship, someone has an echo. Okay, it's gone. I just didn't really understand Logic's point regarding if his last relationship, you know, if it was just a hookup, if it's just for sex, then was that a relationship? Was that a real relationship? If it's not, then if you had a real relationship, right, are you going to put the woman as a priority, or are you wanting the woman to put you as a priority? And
I'm
I
telling
think
you, all relationships is
Feeling your
bullshit
purpose,
without kids.
feeling your purpose when you was just
all
trying to smash
relationships
that
are.
girl.
I'm sorry. Say that
All
again?
relationships that don't have
No,
the end goal of
no.
kids I'm just telling you. I mean, it's not a deep concept. It's really bullshit. The
But
only
you said
reason.
okay.
No,
That's
I'm just
crazy,
thinking,
Logic, because for me, marriage is also a business first more than it's about
well,
love.
okay, but the thing is like I'm saying, what I'm saying is so simple, but because of how we live, it's actually complicated.
Okay.
The man, the whole reason a man and a woman is to be together is to reproduce. That's simple, right?
Okay.
But we're looking at us in society today, and it get complicated because we're looking at what's occurring.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, and now, if you look and you see any type of successful society, the full investment was in the kids, and it didn't stop when the kids turned 18. Like I gave you example of true family legacy. I gave you Trumps. If you look at America got actually some true family legacy. Look at the Trumps, the Bush, the Clintons. You know what I'm saying? Really not the Clintons though. You know what I'm saying? You can look at a lot of them. And then if you go outside of the Western civilization, you will start seeing true family legacy. We subject ourselves to these simple things of these love concepts. Like I like reading medieval like stories, right? And I like reading a lot of stories of the past. The whole concept of love was never discussed. Everything, when they discussed love through their seed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a thing about women loving men or whatever. They understood their purpose. We don't understand our purpose today. So now we subject ourselves to these little simple retarded concepts of, oh, I love this and I love this and I love this. But you know what? What about your purpose? But like I said, it's simple, but today's time, it's complicated. That's why everybody confused by something that I said that can nobody really debate that.
But Logic, I understand your example because that's how the West Indian culture is, right? But before the kids, let's say if you're married, right, and you don't have kids yet, but you're going to have kids, you should be the priority over your wife.